Hi everyone, this is Jim Egan, head of school. Sit Up School with a Friday update. It is Friday, it is Cinco de Mayo. So happy Cinco de Mayo to those who are planning to celebrate tonight or this weekend. Have a great time, be safe. A lot going on. This is May, a lot happens. I've said this before in my videos. So just some things, some highlights from this week alone. We had a BLC, Brainwave Learning Center event on Wednesday with 6 of our 8th graders leading the way on their projects, which won awards, both locally and on a state level. Hopefully as well in terms of their science projects and their research that they did with Liz and Radhika and the Brainwave Learning Center in conjunction or coordination and partnership with Stanford. That event was attended by people from the school, outside the school, past and present. It was super. We had an event last night. We had a middle school movie night for current students and those also coming in. We invited parents, current and those coming in. And then we had a maker night going on in the EDC, our engineering space, where parents were involved in making things that threw or shot things towards targets. It was big. I know that's vague. It was a lot of fun. So we had a lot of activity going on the past couple days. Today we had a small delegation from boarding schools on the East Coast arrive and talk to our 7th graders. We have a book fair going on. So it's May. There's a lot happening. Give yourself a break if you need it. Give your kids a break if they need it as well. Some other things coming up. We have a Bold Ideas event towards the end of the month. Pay attention to the calendar. That's going to be at the Guild. I'll be talking to Christina Spencer, who is a former parent. She had 2 kids at Synapse. She's an expert on gender and identity and what it means scientifically and also as a parent. All right, so she's going to be in conversation with me. I'm looking forward to that. In a big way, we have a delegation coming from the Emerson Collective. We have a delegation coming from abroad that I'll tease out a little bit here. So there's a lot of visitors coming to school as well. There's a lot of activity happening. Some other big news that happened this week, we were given the good word from the California Association of Independent Schools that we have received accreditation with that organization. That is great. We'll sync that accreditation up with WASC, the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. And it's something that's a long time coming. It means a great deal for our school to be part of a collective group of educators in the independent school community now that can help us navigate the times and the place and what it means to be a mission-driven school. So thanks to, special thanks in particular to Katie and Stephanie, as well as Josh Moreau and Hillary in the business office, our board, and Jamie, Director of Communications, who helped put this together. So we continue to do stuff and gain a reputation that is wonderful. I will leave you today with just something from our wonderful change maker from the past, Fred Rogers, because again, parents, change maker committees in full effect right now. We've sent things out to you via email and a newsletter regarding submissions. If you have people you think that will make great change makers, please let us know. Fred Rogers honestly was probably my favorite change maker. And I like to say this, I did not watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood as a kid. It did not appeal to me, but I fell in love with Fred Rogers and his life's work through his year of study at Synapse. And there's a new book out, When You Wonder, You're Learning, Mr. Rogers' Enduring Lessons for Raising Creative, Curious, and Caring Kids. There you go. I've been reading it. I'm not done yet, but this just resonated with me. I was reading this last night. It was talking about Fred Rogers' great passion in life. And people tend to think that Rogers' great passion in life was educating young children, which it was, certainly one of his passions. But another passion of his was television and television programming. But people who know him think his overarching dominant passion, as it says here, was to be a good person and to be good to other people. He felt that it was the #1 job he had in life, to be a good person, right? Now, most of us, I'll quote from the book, most of us would agree more or less. Nationally, parents say their highest hope for their children is to grow into loving, caring adults who prioritize family and generosity over everything else. Parents and teachers alike say caring for other people is far more important to them than children's intelligence or achievements. On surveys, at least, our priorities seem loud and clear, right? It's all about being a good person, being a caring person. But according to a 2014 report released by Harvard University's Graduate School of Education, our children hear something else entirely. About 80% of young people say their parents are more concerned about achievement than they are about being loving or caring. A similar proportion say the same is true for their teachers. When asked what would make their parents prouder, getting good grades or being a caring community member, kids were 3 times more likely to pick the former. So I think we need to be mindful of what we're telling our kids, what we're modeling, and then what we're messaging or signaling to our kids. High achievement is a wonderful thing, but I would bet most families at Synapse, certainly teachers, want kids to grow up to be caring adults, productive citizens, and just good people, right? That take care of other people. So that's my message. Be mindful, talk to your kids, love them right now exactly as they are, because they're pretty awesome. Okay, take care. See you next week.